Drifting through the void, Commander Elias awoke in his cryopod. The ship was silent to silent. A soft glow pulsed outside the viewport. A figure, featureless yet humanoid, hovered in the abyss, its hollow eyes locking onto him. The ship's AI whispered, "It has seen you." Lights flickered, and suddenly, the figure was inside. Elias gasped, but no sound escaped. As darkness consumed him, he realized he was never meant to wake up. Liam stared at the clock. It melted. His hands, shifting like smoke, no longer felt real. The streets outside blurred, buildings twisting like reflections in broken glass. "You're not awake," a voice whispered. His phone screen flickered. System error, existence not found. Panic surged. He ran, but the world pixelated, dissolving into white noise. A final thought struck him. Had he ever been real at all?
Emma blinked. The mirror reflected her room, but not her. A heartbeat later, her reflection stepped in. Smiling, "You're lagging," it said. She stumbled back, but the walls glitched, rippling like water. Her phone screen lit up. Error, duplicate detected. A cold hand gripped her shoulder. She turned. Her reflection stood behind her. "You're not supposed to be here." The world went black.
Deep in the jungle, we found the lost temple, its stone mouth gaping. Inside, torchlight flickered on walls carved with screaming faces. As we ventured deeper, shadows twisted, whispering our names. Mark vanished first, just gone, like he'd never been there. The air thickened, the walls pulsed like a heartbeat. Then I saw it, the figure, all teeth and hollow eyes. The exit slammed shut. A whisper slithered in my ear, "You shouldn't have come." The darkness swallowed me whole. The darkness pressed against me, thick as tar. My breath came in ragged gasps as unseen fingers traced my spine. A distant scream. Mark. I stumbled forward, torchlight barely cutting through the gloom. The carvings on the walls twisted, eyes blinking, mouths whispering. Then I saw it, the figure, shifting, stretching, grinning. It wasn't stone, it was alive. The temple rumbled, the entrance gone. The whispers became a chant. "You belong here now." My torch flickered out. Silence fell. The train stopped in a town that wasn't on the map. No signs, no people, just rows of empty houses with lights on. I stepped onto the platform, and the train vanished behind me. A radio crackled nearby. "You shouldn't be here." Footsteps echoed, but no one was there. Windows filled with shadowy figures, watching. The air hummed, thick with something wrong. Then, a voice behind me whispered, "Now we start over." A hand gripped my shoulder. The world blinked to black. I woke up in a house that felt like mine, but the photos on the walls showed a stranger with my face. The town was bustling now, filled with people who smiled to wide, eyes to bright. "Welcome home," they said in unison. My heart pounded. I ran to the train station, but there were no tracks, just endless roads leading back to town. The radio crackled again. "You belong to us now." My reflection in a window grinned, though I hadn't moved. Then it whispered, "Time to forget." I found a watch buried in the attic, its hands ticking backward. The moment I touched it, the room unraveled, dust rising, furniture reversing, my body shrinking. I was a child again, staring at my mother, alive and well. Tears blurred my vision. I tried to speak, but the watch ticked forward. Time snapped back. I was in the attic, alone. The watch lay still, out of time. My phone buzzed, a message from my mother, years after her passing, "Don't be late." Hands shaking, I dialed her old number. It rang. A voice answered hers, "Sweetheart." My breath hitched. "Mom." Silence. Then, "You shouldn't have found it." The line went dead. The watch trembled in my hand, ticking wildly. My reflection in the attic window warped. I was older now, years ahead. The house was abandoned. Dust coated everything. My phone vibrated again. A new message, "Time is breaking." The watch cracked. The world flickered. I wasn't sure what year it was anymore.